Let me center myself. Story time, kids. Story time. Gather around, gather around. So, the funniest moment in my high school life. I can tell you the most awkward moment that I can remember. So, I was in school, and I believe it was in my eco class. And in my economics class, there was a rule that you had to shave. Like, there was no choice, you had to shave. And that was for all the school, but none of the teachers cared. So I would come to school and I would have a scruffy face and everything, and none of the teachers would say anything. So I was okay. There was no reason to shave. But one day I go into my economics class, and the teacher's like, "You need to shave. Next time you come in here, you better be shaven." And I was like, none of the other teachers enforce that. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to enforce it." And I was like, okay. So, I did shave that one time. But, as time passed on, I didn't shave again. And so, the teacher sent me to the nurse's office to go shave. Now, I had to pay money to get a razor to shave in the nurse's office. All I had that day was a 20. And so, the nurse decides that she doesn't have any change, even though I see the change in there. Mind you, I forgot to tell you guys, I was always sleeping in class. Always. Because I always went to bed really late. Just like I do now. And I was tired that day. I was really tired. So, the nurse calls the principal and is like, "Do you have change?" And then she says something to the side, like, really, really hidden like. I didn't hear it. And so she sends me to go to the principal to go get change. Now the principal was busy with somebody at that moment, so I was just sitting there waiting and waiting, kind of falling asleep. And then finally, the principal decides to call me in. Now, I go in, and I ask him for change, that I was sent over here for change. And he just sits there, and he's just staring at me. And staring at me. And I'm just like... And he continues to stare. And I'm really confused, and I say, "What?" And he goes, "You're high as a kite, aren't you, boy?" And I start laughing. Like, what? Are you serious right now? You think I'm high? And he sends me with the police officer that we have at the school to do that drug test thing that they do. Like, I had to go and touch my nose and then walk in a straight line and everything. And then I went back to the principal and he found, well, I imagine he figured out I wasn't high. And my parents got pissed off at him and made him sign an apology letter and all that. And yeah. So that I can think is probably the funniest, most awkward thing that happened to my high school. Because I don't do that. I was always like this though, so I might understand why he thought that. My eyes were always like this. But yes, that was my story. Thank you. I did shave though. I still had to shave and I still had to break a 20.